Okay, we are on video number 2 for improv. I have a cheat sheet. My location is, I'm at the dance studio, but I'm outside like on the porch, and this is where I also made my prop. And so I'm back today, and I'm going to say what my imagery is, what my weight is, what my prop is, and then explain how improv is a tool in my own words. So for this is my imagery is going to be like, since my prop is a candle, technically, like with the spoons, and then I added the rocks for a little more texture, we'll say. My imagery is like finding the light and fighting to find the beauty, joy, and light like in the world, because I don't know, it just really resonates with my soul right now, like my inner being, because it's been super hard to like really find the joy and the light in all of this. And then there's also been some super good days, like I get to be home with my family and I love that. So my imagery is just going to be finding light despite all the things that go on in everyday life, just regular life, and then life right now. That's my imagery, is just like finding the light, which is the candle, which is my light. And then my weight is going to be the wind, like trying to push me away from my light. So like, just like the wind's not blowing too much today, but I'm going to use my imagination and be a kid. And just like, and the wind kind of just represents like, for the story in my head that I have going, just like all the things in everyday life, and just like the coronavirus, and just like everyday life, like there's hard things and there's things that push you away from finding like the good in life. And I just think like, you know, finding the light, being the light is super important, and that's just where my imagery and my weight are. And then my prop is the spoon candle. So I spray painted my spoons. They were clear. They look like the color of spoons though, which is kind of funny. I spray painted them silver, and then I put rocks in like the holes, because I did not like the way it looked with the holes, and I feel like that just, you know, adds a little texture to the prop. And it's light and it has rocks, because there's not always, sometimes you have to find the light and be the light, instead of just, you know, not every day is a great day, is what I'm saying. And my imagery we've discussed is light, and this, my weight, is the wind pushing me away from the light. And that also, like, in my brain works for like just everyday life and all the things that can make you have a bad day, or you can choose to have a good day. And then improv is a tool to me, which very ironic, because super scared about the improv class all semester, still pretty intimidated by it. But through all like the tasks we've done in class and the way we've like taken improv and dissected it, I've learned that it definitely is a tool, and that I can use it to my advantage if I'm not scared of it. So I like this semester at school, when we learned like about counterpoints, and for instance, like I used the tip of my head and my feet for counterpoints in one of the videos we did, and like how that can influence your movement. And then weight, and like when we did the mat on top of our backs, and like how you can think back to a moment like that, and you can be like, oh, like that's what it really means to be like weighted down, or like to be super heavy. And then we can think to a ballet class when we're like really on our stuff, like having a really good day in ballet, and like how lifted and light you could possibly feel. And then like the partner improv, and like learning the yays and nays of what you can touch and like what you can't touch, and then like keeping your spines connected, and like the what was it called, where you like pinpoint somebody and then you react. I don't remember exactly what we called it, but I know that it was like that. Like things like that. Like you can even do that with your own body. Like you could hit your arm, and then your other arm is going to react. And then imagery, and how the last class, one of the last classes we had before spring break, and then before we didn't ever get to come back, we talked about if you have like counterpoints in your mind when you're improving or dancing, and you have a weight and it like imagery, then like you can do that in 10 seconds in your brain, and then you have a story to tell, and like you can be smart with your improv. And so I wrote this down. I said, improv is a tool because it's a way to take the time needed to investigate the body, environment, and movement to create and express. So that is like in my own words of how I think that improv is a tool, is because we've taken the time in this class, like the day we walked outside a million times and went through our different senses. Like it's a way to like really take the time to like understand your body, investigate movement, and like portray something and really have it in your head that this is what you're going to portray, and then go forward from there to use it as a tool. So that is my answers.